was ever free, I'll say the darkness stays a part of me, but I carry it without disguise. It makes me stronger, clears my mind. Trapped in the shadow of me, no escape, stay here with me. No heroes, no foes, only fear I see. But I walk the path and I'll lead you to me. Trapped in the shadow of me, no escape, stay here with me. No heroes, no foes, only fear I see. But I walk the path and I'll lead you to me.
What do you mean? Who is this?
Behind my forehead a war begins. Quiet voices whisper what I'll never win. They carry no names, yet I know their face. Follow every motion, I can't escape this place. I try to lock them deep inside, but doors will break that never died. The more I fight, the clearer it will be. The darkness always belongs to me. Trapped in the shadow of me, no escape, stay here with me. No heroes, no foes, only fear I see. But I walk the path and I'll lead you to me. Between panic and sense, my mind falls down. Yet the chaos in my head pulls me further around. I wear it like a nightmare, like an ancient song, telling of the things that last lifelong. I have learned to run no more, even if the voices win the war. For deep in darkness I have seen, even shadows can walk with me. Trapped in the shadow of me, no escape, stay here with me. No heroes, no foes, only fear I see. But I walk the path and I'll lead you to me. And if you ask if I was ever free, I'll say the darkness stays a part of me, but I carry it without disguise. It makes me stronger, clears my mind. Trapped in the shadow of me, no escape, stay here with me. No heroes, no foes, only fear I see. But I walk the path and I'll lead you to me. Trapped in the shadow of me, no escape, stay here with me. No heroes, no foes, only fear I see. But I walk the path and I'll lead you to me.
Hey! Should be good? Oh, we're just I'm trying to fix something in the background. Hopefully it's working now. It says it might be okay.
Okay, so hopefully that's all fixed.
There's always something going on with these things. It makes it, you got to keep it interesting. Keep the challenge. Okay, so thanks very much for tuning in. I'm Richard.
And I'm Harry. Thanks so much for tuning in.
And we're going to start it off. Right? And 3, 2, 1, go! HR Drill Racing, HR Drill Racing, HR Drill Racing!
Yeah, we're live. Thanks so much for tuning in. It must be Friday for us in New Zealand at about 3 o'clock? Just after. 8 minutes past.
Well,
Sorry.
hopefully we
Do apologise.
Well, not really, because we were alive. We managed to solve the issues.
Hopefully we'll fix it. Yeah, we'll have a look later on. Yes, we appreciate you all tuning in to this live stream. We will be working shortly on the float plane. That's where we'll be kicking things off. We'll be getting into it. And what kind of colour scheme are we going with?
Sort of a carbon fibre. I think last time they dubbed it a sort of somewhat salmon look. But yes, carbon fibre is what we're going for. Yeah, very much in the H&R Drill Racing style. So it was once, it's a brand new package, and yeah, it's an aircraft that's never flown, and we've never actually hooked it up to actually work. So, the idea is as real as it gets. So we're going through the sequence and then live stream flights to come. So float plane is where it is at. This is specifically a Beaver because Beavers fly apparently.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. And we will also be later on, stay tuned later on in the stream, we will be having a look at what the Eagle is looking like now.
Once it's first made an attempt.
Yes, what it's looking at like now, and that's where it starts. Let's jump into the next slide.
Yeah. Man, there we go.
Whammy.
Okay, so there we go. Everything seems to be working. We obviously got to do our checks and make sure it is working correctly. But this is the guy that we're tackling at the moment. This is, of course, the Beaver. And yeah, we thank all our sponsors. Thank you, most importantly of all, for tuning in.
Yes.
And this is where we got to on the very last stream. So I believe this is part 3. You're welcome to go back and check out part 1 and part 2 and all the other builds that we work on. Last week we worked on the Batman, FPV RC real flying glider. That was the Batman. This week we been working on, we can say that, can't we? Yeah. We've been working on the quad tilt rotor VTOL drop ship project. Well, arguably the world's largest 3D printed VTOL drop ship.
Yeah, not confirmed. But Guinness World Records out there, might as well just
hard claim
just send it to us, you know.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
It should merely just be a formality.
It is. So there you go. So what do they say? Unverified.
World's largest unverified
VTOL quad tilt rotor dropship. So yes, that's where it's at.
And that will be the episode coming up when we complete it, because of course we're still. It is taking a little bit longer than our normal. Normally we release these episodes sort of once a week.
Yes.
But this one's going to go a little bit longer before we can release it. So we thought we'd do some sort of.
So maybe Tuesday? What do you reckon?
It's looking like potentially Tuesday. Yeah.
If things are going well, the weather outside's not 100%. So yeah, these things happen, right?
Yeah, and you want to get some good camera shots of it so you guys can see where we got to in the end, which we haven't done yet because. We're still working through it.
We're still making it. So there you go. That's where it's at. And maybe we'll go and check to see if the stream is coming through on our end.
Yes. It does look good from what I can see.
That's good.
But of course, it's what happens when you do some adjustments in the background.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see if it's working. But yeah, so let us know if it is working at your end. If you've seen the chats and all that stuff.
Looks good.
It looks fine, yeah. So that's where it's at, and I guess what we'll do is we'll grab the other camera, bring that in, and I guess start working on it. Maybe we'll bring that guy a bit closer for the people out there who haven't seen it yet.
Oh yes, okay. Okay, so here we are. So this is what it's looking like at the moment. There we go, so we've got some nice blue there, and of course originally this was red and white, somewhat arguably certainly not our colors, But now it's looking more the part. Yeah. So all these parts here are window screens that we may or may not pull out at this stage and swap them for clear ones. We have replaced nothing in the front at the moment. Clear? I think we have to look. We were trying to look in the shops earlier this week for a clear one, but we
clear
we couldn't find it at this stage.
or something like that. But definitely didn't have anything.
So yeah, so this is where it started from. Well, no, not like this. It was very red.
Yeah, pick up that one. Yeah.
Give some other parts. And maybe later in the stream we'll show you the results, or at least this stage of where we're at with the Eagle as well.
Yeah, so this is the guy that we're making. We're not sponsored by this company, but yes.
Yeah, so yeah, very Beaver-like. So it was the red one, if you can see that picture. That's
Good
what it
fun.
looked like originally.
So it's come a long way, a lot better than where it started. And yes, we want to do our own spin on it, the limited edition H&R Drone Racing one. Kind of right. Yeah, we'll call it limited edition, why not? What do you reckon, Richard?
Very limited edition.
Very limited edition. This might be the only one like this in existence. Pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and claim it that it is.
Nice. So yeah, we're gonna get back into the airbrushing side of things. What are we gonna do on this guy? We're gonna add decals. So we do have decals all made up.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
There's a picture. I'll bring it up on the screen. No, maybe not. I'll just grab a piece of paper and show you. Yeah, this is a design that we've made up, and that's what we're going to do. So by our own design, we have carbon fiber on the fuselage, carbon fiber on the tail, on the wing. It's up to you. Do you want to do carbon fiber on that as well, or do you want to just go straight black?
Maybe.
By the looks of it, I would say it was just black. What do you think? I think maybe we could go black for the wing itself. Might look quite good. Okay, like a slight difference in it. But either way, the tail plane, the tail has the carbon fiber, so we do have to do that. So that's what these guys are here. They need to be carbonized, as it were. And yeah, so I guess what we do is just crack into it, and yeah, why not?
Yep, everything should be functioning correct. I sent through a light as well.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so we're just checking everything was working because we did some updates. And of course, when you do updates, other things change that you don't know about.
Yeah. Updates and downgrades.
Potentially.
I don't know if that's a word.
Potential. Did you show them what the look was?
Yeah. Okay, so I guess what we do is move this one to that side perhaps, and then we'll rip into it, I suppose. Maybe work on these for a bit.
Let's get a bit more white.
Bit more white on them.
Of course, they are quite red still. We need them to go as white as we can before we change them to carbon fiber black.
Yeah.
Which kind of doesn't really make much sense.
But that's just how it's working.
Okay, should we try and do a switch camera? Dual camera?
We can try and do a switch camera.
Okay. Moment of truth, as they say. Moment of truth.
See if it's going to work. What do you? If I need to tilt that one down a little bit, maybe your one?
Do not touch it.
How's that? Better?
Yeah.
And then your one just needs to be tilted down a little bit.
I can probably I don't want to touch it.
No, just tilt the screen. Don't actually touch that. There you go. We don't want what happened last time. There you go. There you go. It's live, so these things happen. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and get the airbrush out.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah.
Okay, so you can bring those two things over, and I'll get the airbrush since he's going to get the compressor. Yep. So we want some white, yeah? So yes, remember to join in. This is a informal live stream, so if you've got any questions about any of the projects that we're doing, remember to jump into the chat and leave your comments or thoughts or ideas about other things that we could do in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
Or maybe even something that you're working on yourself.
That's right.
Or what you've been up to this week.
Oh no, what I was going to bring was that like a extractor fan. That's what I was planning to do this time around.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
But maybe what we can do is we can set up like a little cardboard thing and then just bundle it into that.
Oh yeah, maybe
Yeah, I'll go
cardboard server that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Last time it was sort of so
Billowing
dusty, it kind of went everywhere.
That's right. Paint can be dusty.
Yeah.
But yes, hopefully you guys are having an awesome week.
Yeah, that's right. It's a good one. And we're just setting up for this airbrushing to begin. That's it. Yep. Got a little bit to clean on it to do that. Did you find something now?
Well, I got a couple of boxes.
Cool. Nice.
No. This is green tea on it. Do you think that's okay?
Yeah, as long as it's got no insignia or anything like that.
I don't think that's anything, but try not to have any insignia on it.
So yes, normally we sort of live stream around this sort of time. So yeah,
Maybe we just it doesn't have anyone, I don't think.
cool.
Not that I can see. Maybe we just put it in that corner when we do the brushing. If it's a small piece, we just put it over there.
Oh yeah. Whereabouts? Oh yeah. Okay.
Something like this, and just. Do you think that would work? I don't know.
Yeah. Just take that. Well, you won't be able to use it all the time, but maybe just for these
The
little
small
parts might
pieces.
help.
Yeah.
So to direct the
Blast.
blast, because last time it was quite
Quite a bit. I'll just go and grab that.
Which one? Oh yeah, yeah. Good stuff. Okay. Yep, yep. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining in. These things are always quite an effort to turn up to, so thanks very much. Yeah. All right. Everything seems to be working. That's good.
Yeah, you don't really want to blast it everywhere, and then it kind of goes back over the thing that we just did. That would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
I'll just check in the background.
All good.
That's it. Seems like it's working.
It's always okay, is that cool? Return.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's working.
Cool. Want to turn it on?
Yeah. See the blast
Yeah.
now? Working?
Yeah, it's working.
Right. But yes, hope you guys are having a most epic week. Where's that? We'll jump around in the background. Just getting things ready. Like water, those sort of things.
There's some behind me just there.
I've already got some. Already got some water.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There's some more, just in case you need it.
It sucked that up pretty quick.
Did it?
Yeah.
Vapory. It's very, very vapory. I can't extract anything. What about that one? Just looking at that one over there. Yeah, okay.
Which one?
This one. Don't have the fan for it.
If you don't have it,
Can't be done.
can't be done. Maybe after I do a side, you could like, you could,
Where's that? Where's that tape?
huh?
Where's that tape?
I don't know.
Oh, it's over there. Yeah, one side down the side you can take. You can
Bust the hair dryer.
the what?
Hair dryer. I can sort of dry it and do it at the same time.
Yep. Yeah, so hopefully you're having a great week, guys. And good to be back making this one.
Right, let's do it. It's the part that we just did. It's a lot more whiter now, so it's good. Like a little stand.
Wow, there's a lot of vapor going up there.
Alright. You need a little stand or something? You can put it on.
What kind of stand would you like?
Or just buzz that duct tape. Yeah, we do it.
Right, just sit it in there.
Yeah.
You'd like a fan to blow it away. Just to keep that. You can't exactly stand and go. And you also use the hairdryer to blow that air away. Over yonder direction.
Oh yeah, you mean you blowing the hairdryer while I'm doing it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Come up with ideas and solutions. But yes, we are live working on this guy here, which is of course actually trapping in there.
Yeah, maybe you can blow it at the center.
Yep. dry that. Try and get that smoke away. But it's looking a lot wider now, that's good. Only acrylic paint, so we don't really need our respirators and stuff, huh? But it's looking better. What's that? You want some more paint? Load up the hopper. That's used quite a bit of white, eh?
I was wondering how much we got left of that container.
We're about halfway down.
Pretty good. Maybe another side on that side, and then call it a day on that one.
Yep.
A little bit more on that one. But it's still a bit red now.
That is. But yes, we're hard at work working on the float plane. This is the guy here. This is the paint style we're looking for. But first we're going to do some base colors to get the tail to look just as good as this. And yeah.
Light at center.
Oh yeah, sure. Just blowing that smoke away from us. Didn't come with an extractor fan. Bought everything else, but didn't forgot one thing. So there you go. Look at that. It's about halfway with white. But red is quite a strong prominent colour, so taking it down by any means necessary. By any means necessary. Just think black would be fine, but I don't know.
I think it'll be right now though.
For that one.
Yeah.
But yes, we appreciate you all tuning into these live streams, past, present, and future.
Yeah, we do.
On the front there.
Not there.
All right.
There you go. There's one nearly white.
Nearly white? Yeah,
Yeah.
nearly white.
Anyway, I'll just put it there.
On the front. Just lean it up against the box.
Okay. There you go.
Kind of see what we're doing.
Okay. Got places you can do the next one.
Oh, okay, sure.
It's gonna be white still, right?
Yep, just white.
Yeah.
Just the base color.
I think it seems to hold the painted a bit better. That little cover box.
Okay.
Yes.
Just to keep that from flying around the workshop.
Yeah. You got some paint in there?
And need some more.
So what did we get up to this week here?
We've just been working on that next episode. What we've been doing. And later on in the stream, we will bring out the
progress that we've done on the Eagle.
yes.
So that's cool.
That's what will be coming up.
So stay tuned to that. And remember, you're more than welcome to join in on the chat.
Yes.
Talk about a project that you're working on or something that, or what you did this week even. That's cool.
So yeah, thanks very much for joining in.
I guess we didn't. I guess we didn't do too many things other than what we're doing with the channel itself, right? This week.
Been pretty busy with the channel. Yeah.
I guess it does take a long time to make and design the project.
Yeah.
If you don't touch the block. Okay. So yeah, just grind it off.
You hold it. Just setting it in. Who told you how to do this technique? Nobody. Nobody.
We can go over that again, yeah.
Give it back a bit for me. That's fine.
Not really, it's in the way. Really cut it off.
Give it back a bit.
It was like, for me.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so we're battling with this guy and it's going together. Trying to get rid of this red. The red that's really putting up a fight, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's one side of the fin, and that is the other side. So we're looking better. Just gonna do the other side now.
But he is putting up a fight though.
He doesn't want to go away now. I mean, maybe people might even say we've been a little bit ambitious to try and get rid of it all. Either way, we'll get rid of it.
Tap that thing off. This is annoying.
Chop this off?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll wait for it to come back. Just a pair of scissors somewhere. Yep, good enough. Improvised paint box.
Yep. If you're just doing us, we are working on the RC float plane. It's specifically a Beaver and something that we're using on the channel. So thanks for joining in. What are you doing?
What's it there?
Mm-hmm.
Really having a hard time on that red, the red yet. Want to carry on and do some of those others that I wait. So they that can black.
Yeah.
Yep. Get it. That's good enough to go red, black now. Yeah. Come. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the back done and the front done. Tail done. What's the next one, I guess? What do you reckon? A wing? Wing next again? Oops.
So no, you can't sort of like put it somewhere.
It
Like,
doesn't, yeah. I tried putting it in there.
yeah,
Didn't really work.
didn't really do it.
Hmm. Oh, sure.
Oh yeah, so
All right. Which part would we work on next, Richie? I guess it's the wing, isn't it?
yeah, I think so. So you're watching Harry in the background there. He's got the box that it came in. He's just looking through the parts to see which ones we need to be painting next, or at least which ones we're converting from being red. Because that's what we're doing at the moment in time. We're converting it, so it's not red anymore.
Yeah. But
Is
we're
there anything that we need to do to pop? We'll have to pop out those things with bit of tape maybe.
Possibly. So this part's got just a red along the front leading edge, it looks like to me.
Yeah, and there's a light. We need to pop that off.
Yeah, so we just need to pop that off and then tape it up, I guess.
Yeah. So
Mask.
two little light things there.
Like
Yeah.
a screwdriver, I suppose. Flathead screwdriver.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So what else do we need? We need just a screwdriver and then a bit of tape. And I think we can get back into it. Where did we put that tape? Is it by you somewhere? Or is it over here?
I got so tape. I got some tape here.
Yep. And a screwdriver, I think.
Screwdriver.
And that's, looks like to me the left-hand wing. So this would be on the plane like that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Take these characters up.
Yeah. Let's put them on with glue back on afterwards.
What's that?
Put them on with glue afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
This. Nice. That's good.
Should look quite good when it's all done.
It will do. Really glued on, isn't it? Okay, I got those off. I need to spin it over to the other side. Okay, stop it. Oh, not this one? Yeah. Okay. But either way, we thank you very much for tuning into these live streams. All right. I guess we just tape around the LED, is it? I guess. Put these aside. That's fine. I can work those. Can I glue this? I don't know. Kind of sort of seems a bit like that Yoo-hoo glue stuff. It's not really permanent stuff if it's Yoo-hoo glue. No. Yeah, you can get off with your fingernails too. Yeah. Put those aside. Indeed. Will we actually be using the LEDs on this one? Oh, sure. I guess if we've got a spare channel, I guess we'll use them. See what that's about. We're good? Yep, I think so. Cool. Maybe use like epoxy or something like that to put it back on. I don't know if I'd use super glue to put these on. No, just frost dough, isn't it? It would release all that vapor stuff. They produce quite a lot of heat with the activation. Yeah. There you go, that's looking a lot clearer now. Hold it for the camera. Oh yeah, sure. There you go. That's what we've been working at. Put them back in the bag so we don't lose them. Okay, I think that's a reasonable stand. Do you want me to do the other side as well, or just one at a time? What was that, sorry? Just do that one. The next one. Okay, I guess I'll fire up. I guess so. I only need to do the red part, right? So. Good stuff. Okay, so there we go. That's the last time you'll see it that color. Beaver. I think it says that NYBR, Beaver. Just saw the short. Oh, congratulations. Thanks very much. Thanks for joining. So we're working on the Beaver, which is just here. Slide into shot. There it is. So this is what we did on the last live stream on the series. Added the blue and the carbon fiber. And this is where it started. So it's a brand new project series that we've been working on the channel. I think this is third in the season, and yeah, so we're changing it into look more like our colors, which is the blue and the black and the carbon fiber. So yeah, it's a brand new plane, and it's going to get that much better. So customizing it. Yeah. Thanks very much for joining in. Oh, there we go. But yes, thanks very much for joining in, taking the time.
Get that spray on you. Okay, very good.
Okay. What do we say? Yeah, it's really big. Yeah, I think it's a 1.5 meter wingspan. So this is one side of the wing.
Yeah, 1.5.
Well, yeah, there's one half of the wing, and then there's another half that's going to join to it. And of course, it's got floats because it's a float plane. What else do we get? Do you mind showing me the prop for that, please? If you have it. Yeah, okay.
I'll go grab it. Maybe put this here.
I'll heat it at the same time. So while Harry's grabbing the propeller, I think it's a 13-inch propeller. And so yeah, so Harry's gonna go and do that.
If I could get this to sit there.
He reckons that currently some of his planes are a bit underpowered, and we want to see the size of the prop you use. Yeah, so 13-inch propellers for this one is just what came in the this particular set. So we won't know until we actually fly it how well that performs.
But we'll be doing that live.
But we'll be doing that all live like we always do. Yeah, so we'll bring you along for the ride if you want to see that coming up. So just...
shouldn't be too long, really. This will be
no. So this is quite a small build for us. This particular one's only we're just customizing what already exists. Normally we build our own design, so we want to do something a little bit different. The last series was an RC Eagle 3D printed plane, and we designed and painted it, and it's looking pretty good. We did do a live stream flight on it. Didn't quite go as well as we'd like, but if you stay tuned to this particular live stream, we will bring it up on screen to see how we progressed and how we're bringing it back into rotation.
Here it is.
And Harry's just going to get that propeller for you. If you want to know what I'm doing, I'm just drying the paint up. It's a bit cold where we are. Yeah, so there's the propeller. It's got there. That's it. If you can, back up a bit. No, this way.
So I think this is the 13-inch.
Maybe use your hand, like your other hand as a guide.
13 point. Yeah. So 13-inch with 6-inch pitch for this one. What's that? So that's my length of my arm. There. That's my hand size. I'd say I've got a relatively normal hand size.
And it runs in a 4S, I think, this system, doesn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a 13-inch. Yeah, there you go.
So hopefully that answers your question.
And hopefully that helps. Neighbor says that's a cool prop. The one that I use has more area than length. Okay, right.
So it's quite a wide one.
Kind of wide propeller.
Okay, so maybe something like, hang on. We're gonna have a look around the shop. There might be another kind of wide one.
Oh, okay. It's gonna check our assortment of propellers.
And what particular plane are we talking about for your plane that you're working on there, Neva? Is it a float plane or just a regular one, or is it like a fixed wing like this one, or? Hopefully you're happy how it's turning out. Maybe thinking of something like this. All the cables when you're doing a live stream. Maybe you're thinking of something like this. Like this is what the Eagle runs on.
Can't see anything.
Now?
Nope.
Now? It's quite a wide.
That's
prop.
quite a wide. Is that kind of what you're talking about? Right now, I'm building a twin boom kind of design with the pusher prop in the center. Oh, okay, so it's a mid-engine plane. Nice.
Oh, sweet.
It should go on quite nicely.
Sounds like it should.
Sounds
yeah.
pretty cool.
Sounds cool.
We've decided. Is it your design or someone else's? This particular one, someone else's design, but we've designed other ones in the past. And drones as well. We do quite a lot of different styles and aircrafts. You kind of like those. Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
The propellers.
so they're the ones that go on the Eagle, that particular set.
Yeah, so those particular ones that Harry just showed them, those white ones, they're what we're using on the RC Eagle, which was the last series that we just finished.
Yeah. Later on in the stream, we'll go and grab it. There's a couple of things in the way at the moment.
We still need some more paint now.
Put some more paint on?
Yeah.
But yes, it's coming along.
It's my design. Oh, well done.
Sweet.
It's just the wing. It's just wings, tail, and a tiny body. Oh, okay. Very nice.
Very cool. Very cool.
Do you have a name for it?
So
Have you dubbed it a name?
How would we be able to see it? Could we see a picture of it? Is that possible? But how would they be able to see it?
You can send it to our Discord page and we can bring it up on screen.
Yeah, or otherwise, can you do it in the community?
Might be able to find it. It's up to you. Yeah, I think you can send us pictures on the community tab under posts, is it?
I think so. Only if you want.
If you'd like.
Always cool to see what other people are doing.
Or maybe if you had oh, well, I guess it's your own design, so it's not like you can look it up right now.
No, it's custom.
I was gonna say if it was modeled on a particular design, we could we'd try to go to you. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that on the Discord. We just hold it up. But yes, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Yeah. We're slowly making our vicious battle against the red. It's quite a dominant colour. So we're trying to cut that back so we can get into the blacks and the carbons.
But yeah, thanks very much for joining in.
Are you just working on one side, or are you working on both sides?
Yeah, just one. One side and then turn it over to the other side. It's done.
Yep.
Alright, so we're making headway with this guy. It's actually quite cold here in New Zealand at the moment, so we're having to resort to other methods of drying. One of those things. I also need quite a lot of white to cut the colour back. How it goes. Ooh, no.
More
White,
white.
need more white.
Yeah.
What you could do is, that one's drying, we can just flip it over to the other side. So that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, done. Sorry.
Done.
Try enough.
Dry enough's good enough.
You think we have enough white to do it?
From that can.
Yeah.
Not from that one.
Is it finished?
It's getting down a bit. It's not finished now. I'll turn it over and do the other side. Just so you're making some headway on it. Cutting it back.
Okay, so this is what it's looking like at the moment. So we are winning. That's like Insta, isn't it?
Instagram. Yes. So we're live. Yes. On that.
And we're working on the float plan. So
Yeah. So this is what it will look like. When it's all.
wow.
Well, it's not completely
Next,
finished.
yeah, we're still going to do decals yet. But.
Decals are looking. Gotta be good. Is it just the white that's so dusty, or?
I think it's just in general. Yeah.
Really need to. We should have bought that extractor fan with us today. Who would have known, right? Can't remember
It's
everything.
finished.
You can't remember everything.
No, no, no.
I post when you get this good. Okay.
You
I'll
wanna
see
take
you.
that?
Thanks for that, dude. Harry, we're going to check it out in a second. We'll bring it up.
Stay. See what I can do. Hopefully I can. Oh wow, okay. Oh, that's really cool.
Okay, yep. So we'll bring it up on the screen.
Wow, that's really cool, man. Which screen should we? Oh. It says the servos for the Arons and elevator
Oh,
aren't,
careful, dude. Was it? You kicked it.
aren't there yet, but that's okay. Hey, we can bring it on this screen. We can bring it on this.
Continue later. Oh, well done.
Dude, that's cool.
That's really cool. Awesome stuff.
You can see the propeller at the
Yeah,
rear.
you can, yeah. So yeah, it's kind of like a wing, right? Nice. Yeah. I see it. And you got a little. Does it look like he's got a like landing gear on the bottom of that?
Yeah. Landing
little
gear
wheel
wheels.
there?
Some red wheels. Sweet.
And what was your approach? What medium did you use? Did you use?
Oh, here's the wheels from a different angle.
Did you use? Is it foam board that you use there? Yeah, thanks very much for sharing that there. Am I saying it correctly? Nubler? Hope I am. Don't want to get someone's avatar name wrong.
No, sorry. Very cool. Nice.
Yeah, thanks so much for sharing that.
And yeah, good luck with the mating and all that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome to post how you got on with the final result on the Discord anytime.
Anytime you want. Yeah. Cheers. Very cool, man. Foam board looks what would you say? Size wise, would you say? I was going to say less than a meter.
Yeah, maybe 2mm foam board covered in paper. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah.
Oh wow, is it super light, ultra light?
Well done.
Nice.
What sort of propeller size did you decide to do?
Did you try 13?
I was thinking of the Kapari. What would we use? What's that? It's quite a large propeller, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a.
It's
13.
about a 13.
It's a foldable prop.
Foldable prop. We do have a design that we came up with. It's a series running on the channel at the moment called a coaxial concept RC aircraft. It's a custom design, and it's got 2 propellers and a push form on the back of it. You might want to check that out. It might be something you might be interested in. Might need to get some white sometime here.
Yeah, this is a brand new bottle.
Interesting. I don't actually know if we have any other white. The other one might be a bit. Another CG's joined us. Hey, dude, how's it going?
How you doing?
Thanks so much for joining in.
Appreciate the effort, brother. We're running low on white, guys. We're caking it up.
We've got like a sort of like a translucent blue.
Pearl white. Bring it over. Yeah, whatever. We might even go straight to black. Fade to black, as they say.
Maybe.
I know CG says H&R drone racing, H&R drone racing, H&R drone racing. Yeah.
Someone knows that slogan. Yeah.
How's the salmon plane going? Yeah.
Yeah, she's going on.
She's
All
going
right, thanks.
all right, yeah. No, it is in a couple of acrylics.
I'm going to see if this one.
But yes, the salmon plane or the carbon fiber plane, where'd that like? It's coming along nicely. So we haven't painted this one or put decals on it yet. But it should be coming along. We're going to maybe in the stream, hopefully we'll be able to put decals on, assuming that we've still got white paint. Yeah, we're just running low a bit. You wouldn't think we'd run low at all.
We're using it up all the time.
But anyway, hey.
I guess it's there to be used, right?
It's there to be used, so what can we do if we don't have white? We have to order some. It'll take, what, a week to get here?
Yeah.
Something like that. Everything over here takes forever. Instead of white, if we don't have white, we have Aero Shine Blue, but it's kind of like a shimmering effect. It's not really like a pearl. It's not really kind of white, but anyway. Did you find some more over there, Richard?
Maybe. I'll have to do a bit of mixing on it.
Okay.
Kind of congealed.
Oh.
So, might work.
But yes, hopefully you guys all have an epic week. We're just checking out neighbors pusher plane, what'd you say?
Yeah,
It's a
you were
pusher
just
plane
sharing it
and
on
we're
our
just
Discord
showing it on-
page. So,
On our Discord page. Yeah. It was very cool to see.
and thanks so much for sharing that.
What does that one say over there? I can't quite read it.
Uh,
On your left. Can't quite read that.
what's the wingspan on the float plane?
1.5, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's 1.5. Yeah, it's a fairly big one. It's only half of it. What's the Batman?
Batman's 2.4 meters.
Yeah, 2.4 meters. So yeah, so he's a lot smaller than the Batman, but still fairly big. Yeah.
And the Batman, what we're talking about is the, well, what would you call it? The most realistic.
Most realistic RC glider Batman there is probably in existence. Yeah.
So we've got morphing wings and we've got head track and FPV. It's a 3D scan on my face.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything?
No, that was of course the episode, the recent episode of the movie.
Most recent episode, yeah. What's our approach to for flight on that guy? Like, what's our delivery method?
I don't know, maybe a mid-air delivery or
Oh,
some other method.
This might work.
It might be okay.
Yeah, maybe.
We are running low on white. I guess we did use a lot to get that one back. So, I don't know how we get on. But anyway, we'll see what we can do. I guess after this, do this wing and then, what do you reckon? Do the other wing or just go straight into black? What do you reckon?
Is that particular pearl one? Is that like a just straight?
It's a pearl effect.
Is it like that one there? Is it that kind of purple?
No, it's not purple. It's pearl effect. So it won't necessarily take out the white.
Oh, okay.
Won't take out the red.
You can try that one. That's pretty good.
No,
The white in there.
it's fine. We've got a little bit in here.
Sweet. Yeah, right.
Hopefully that hits that back. We don't really want a dominant black. What do you reckon?
Maybe.
What do you want to go straight to black from now?
No, I'll just add it a bit more.
Right.
Get it down a bit. Is this a different one?
No, I'm going to.
Okay.
So we're keeping on with the mission of trying to get rid of black. Red, sorry.
Yeah.
Seems to be pretty dominant, so
All
we're
right.
needing a lot of white to get rid of it. There we go.
Brother bone. Another city, are you going for another round of mountain biking this weekend? Beaver asks, from wingtip to wingtip is at 1 meter. So this particular one is 1.5 meters from wingtip to wingtip. And what about top to tail? I think it's around 1 meter, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can find out exactly. Hang on, let's just sound the box.
Yeah, sure.
It says on the box the official number. Should sound the box. I thought I read it. Yeah, wingspan is 1.5, and the total length is just under 1 meter at 958 millimeters, or if you're into inches, 37. if that helps. It'd be running on a 14.8 volt 2200, which we've got a few of those, haven't we? That's what we normally run.
2300.
Yeah, 2200 or something
Oh,
like that.
yeah, we got those.
So is that one cutting it back a bit?
That one, yeah. Is it a different paint?
I mixed some colours together to make that one. That's what everybody should do, right? It's also not as foggy, overspray on that one. I'm just looking above you.
Oh, yeah.
That's the type of paint.
Maybe it doesn't run so, like, too much liquid.
Yes, every weekend. Nice, sweet. Effort.
Good stuff, man.
Good stuff. Keep up the effort, brother. And it's 10 degrees colder this weekend.
Oh, 10 degrees colder.
10 degrees cooler this weekend. Oh no, 14 degrees. Wow, it's getting down a bit, eh? I guess over here, yeah, still wearing our beanies and those sorts of things. Jumpers most days, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's a lot better, that one, I think.
In terms of this kind of, like, colour blocking.
Colour blocking, yeah.
Now make that 14 degrees, he says.
No.
I guess with a wind chill factor, probably take it down to 9.
Over here, it says the low of 10 degrees today, but a high of 12. So it's not particularly that warm, but not particularly, it's not like snowing or anything. And we'll take it to about there before we start hitting it with black.
Okay.
You're going to go to there before you hit it with black.
What do you mean?
You're going to go to there. That's fine enough.
That's it.
Well, you can do that side.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Turn it back on. You go inside the LED. What was that? Cardboard.
But yes, we thank everyone for joining into the live stream. If you've got any questions, remember to jump into the chat. Very informal around here.
Yeah, that's what it's at. Hopefully we can we see them so can reply. Yeah, sometimes very small text there. Comes up in quite a small text.
It does. Yeah.
How's it going? Is that better? I'm definitely not as dusty.
Yeah. Significant, eh?
Significantly different.
Quite a bit of paint there to get it to disappear though.
Yep. To cut it back.
Hmm.
Hopefully it doesn't add too much weight to it. But at the end of the day, you want it to look good. You want to be happy with it. It may be sometimes more important than the final result. Have you got rid of that in? Or maybe let's spray that one. Yeah. Are you going to swap to another wing now after this one?
Probably.
Just mixing colours in the background.
When we prepared to put it in at the moment, because we're going to put some tape in. Okay, so there you go. We're starting to win. We're starting to win. So that's 3 pretty well there. Because that's not the finished result. That's just getting that white, the red under control. Shit. Okay.
Beaver says, nice. I think a few more coats of paint and all the red will disappear. Oh, cheers, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for the encouragement. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite
Quite an ordeal to get it to that color. Okay, past the yeah,
state?
that's the, yeah. So what the plan is, I think what we'll do is we'll leave those in that state, and then the next time we have to change the airbrush over, we'll change that into the darker colors.
Yeah.
I
Get
think
into the
it's
blacks.
Get into the black. We're just prepping the other wing. But yeah, it's a bit of a process, but keep us craft now, please. But
We're getting there.
yeah. And how's your week there, guys? Another CG says, let's see, any nav lights come with this kit? Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is exactly what I'm actually doing right now. You can hold it up to the screen so you guys can see. Oh, so that little bit of clear plastic, there's a little
There.
LED there, and there's another one on the tip.
Can you see that? I hope you can.
Hopefully you can. Yeah, so we're just popping those bits off and then taping them up.
Yeah, so it does.
So it does, yeah.
So this would be the only plane that of our collection that has nav lights,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Which I guess if you think about it, would be if it was a full-size aircraft, it would be completely illegal to fly without lights all the time.
I mean, we could probably safely say the drone pack doesn't have any navigation lights,
Yeah, the Batman certainly doesn't want any.
giving us location away.
Yeah. Hey, she had an interesting comment the other day, didn't you? I think it was on one of the social media platforms. He said the comment came back about the Batman. It said you should fly over the top of like a riot going on while the Batman, just like Batman Begins.
I think that's what it's going for.
Yeah,
It's a cool idea. Good suggestion.
it certainly if you're high enough, it would look pretty.
Scale, right?
It looked pretty real.
Yeah.
Not so good for the people on the ground though.
But they didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
So yes, it's got navigation lights, my man. Yeah, nice. Should look pretty cool.
I'm just taking while Harry's taping up his parts, I'm just busy popping the little bits of plastic off
So you can
because
pay for
there's a little bit of red that we need to take care of right behind the light. Now don't take it off.
It's gonna look
It
weird.
would just look bizarre. It would look a bit like how when you wrap a car, quite often they don't do the inside the wheel arches and wheel jams, and it just looks strange because, like, say for example, say it's a red car, and then you open the door, and then there's
That's the first thing you look at with a wrapped car.
you look at the door jams, and then of course it's like strangely blue in the wheel jam.
Instead of like a flip-flop colour. It's bizarre. Attention to detail, I guess. And now I'm just picking off the glue on the bit of plastic light. But yeah, it's coming along. And then what are we going to wrap these carbon, or are we going to wrap them black? On our original design, they look like they're black with our logo down the top of it.
Let's do that. Yeah. Don't need to change it if it's a good idea, right? Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, and then later on, if I remember,
Coming up shortly, I guess we'll bring in the what has become of the RC Eagle. We'll bring that in shortly
how we're
after
getting
its maiden flight attempt. Live.
yeah. But that wasn't our design either, that one.
Not those two, no. But I guess it's good to see what other people are doing. Because how do you progress yourself if you're always just doing your own designs all the time?
True. Good to see what other people do.
And yeah, and thanks very much, Beaver, for joining, sending through his design of his gold.
Joining our Discord page. That's cool. Okay, so I'll put those over there so we don't lose them. And it's pretty wet and weathery outside at the moment.
Oh, it is, yeah. And this week we've been working on the dropship, or the quad tilt rotor project that's on the main episode. And how would you say that's going?
It's pretty big, so everything takes a little bit longer when you're doing it that kind of scale. But yeah.
So I don't think we'll be bringing it out this week for the episode.
No.
I think we'll have to roll into next week's, unfortunately. So sorry about that, but
Just how it goes.
that's how it goes sometimes.
Maybe turn it like that so you can see me as well. Otherwise, it's just a stream about Ridge.
Hey?
Otherwise, I'm not in it.
Oh, yeah? Why not? Where'd you go?
A little bit more. Hang on.
Don't play with it.
There. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. And thanks so much. And if you want to see more, head over to our YouTube channel, guys.
But yeah, if you just joined the stream, we do these live streams pretty much, well, what would you say, once a week? Normally about this sort of time frame.
I guess so.
We leave a comment in the, give you a bit of a notification ahead of time if we've done it correctly, ideally. Sometimes we don't because it's a live flight, so we just have to be like, be vigilant, be watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to live flights, you can't really schedule it because
live.
it's live, but also the weather might change or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've had it a couple of times where we've booked it ahead of time and then gone to the flight field and then something's come up, like the weather changed quickly.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I guess with those ones, you just sort of have to sort of do them off the cuff, really, and then I guess if you missed it, you can always welcome to watch the catch up on the rewatch when it goes up.
The restream. No, that's not the right
It
word.
becomes a video, right? The stream becomes video. Is that how it goes?
The rewatch. That is that right?
The recording.
The recording version, yeah.
Oh. And hopefully everybody's having a great week. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, hopefully. We're just taping this guy down and then we'll get into adding a bit more white on this. And then we can get into the black. Which in many ways is the more exciting.
What about the The floats.
Uh,
Guess you can do them too.
Can do them later. First of all, the main thing is to get the main paint down. The other option is what we could do is with the wing is we do the wing just like white, like black, so one monocolor, and then put the symbol over the top. So then you got a bit of dynamic, which I think is the plan, which is the original way of doing it.
Was it?
Yeah, it's not everything's actually. Not everything's.
Okay, you can take
colour.
over. I'm just going to look at these floats. Okay, you're good?
I guess so.
All right, let's put another bit of white down. So these are what it comes with options. This particular one. So you got some wheel options, and we're going with the floats when we need them. Another CG asked, "What compressor are you using here?"
Oh, great question. Hang on. I'll just bring it up so you can see. You see that? Just a little fella. Does it have a name on the box, would you?
It's just called a mini air compressor.
Doesn't have a name.
It's model AS181. Very non-specific, isn't it?
It's a very generic one, but it does the job, Ross.
Yeah.
It's just a little mini compressor. Good question. Hopefully that kind of answered the question. I have not heard it kick on yet. Yeah. Like a one on the shop, right? Like a big compressor. Like you could be linked up to like a normal compressor.
Full size.
Full size. No. It's just a little mini one.
So these are the floats. We've got to take that little bit of red out. But some interesting things. On the top side, you can see it's got a little, where the water would spray, and it's got a little plastic clear bit. Hopefully you can see that. It's just to stop the water coming out, and obviously it's got the little skids. Yeah, it's got little rudders there on each side, and then it also has a little bit of plastic film attached to the bottom of the styrofoam, and then it's got a little leading edge. Hopefully you can see it there at the front there. Yeah. I can't even hear it, he says. Yeah, no, you can hear it from our point of view.
But only very quietly. It's not that loud.
I'll put the microphone up so you guys can hear it. But yeah, she's running. I guess it's not lifting or anything like that.
But you don't really want a loud one, do you?
Not really, no.
Seems to be doing the job, all right?
Yeah.
And we're not so misty now, right?
No. Is anybody watching any good films lately? What have you guys been watching? Have you been to the movie theater lately? What was the last thing? I was trying to think of the last film that I went to see. The only thing at the moment I can think of off the top of my head was Top Gun. What was the last one that we saw?
Ballerina.
Oh yeah. Ballerina from the John Wick saga. Ana de Armas, I think that's the actress. Very cool. It's got some serious martial arts skills. Are they coming out? Nice. Yes. But yeah, this is what we're continuing with. This is what it will look like. So we've got some blue at the front there. obviously got to put our decals and logo and stuff, all that kind of stuff on there. And this is the kind of look that I think we're going to be doing. You turn it off a bit. You can turn it off. Oh, okay. You're mixing these two together. That's what you need to. That big one in there. Put these two here. Like a shine to it. Fair enough. If it does the job. And hopefully the screen's working. Can you just leave a like a thumbs up or something, just so we can see, or maybe a comment just with a thumbs up, just so we can see if everything's working correctly. That'd be great. Very helpful. Let's put it there. Let's do the other side. So that's what it looks like on that side, and we're cutting it back on this side at the moment. Oh, no. Cutting it back. Pull that in so it doesn't fall off. That would be bad. All right, so we're taking out the red. Oh, awesome. Thanks, another. See you. Cheers, dude. We were hunting for some clear film to cover the front window screen in. We went to the store this week, actually, especially to have a look for it, but they didn't have what we're looking for. So, interesting. maybe something that we've got lying around the workshop or something might have a option for us there. Go. Thanks. Use projector sheet. Oh, okay, that's a good idea. Any idea where we can get those in? No, not really. Good idea, though. Maybe we'll keep an eye out for them. I guess you're right, because the projector sheet has, well, it's thin and you can manipulate it, and it's clear. So,
And the idea is,
I think you're talking about like those ones that you used to have in school, right? You sort of put them on that weird projector thing, and then the teacher would write some stuff. Mostly just sort of ignore it, but you know. But from time to time, you had to pay attention. Running low. Yeah.
you think you'd go like a stationary shot or something. That's where we went to go and look. Didn't we?
Yeah. It's so wherever you buy a pack of printer paper. Okay.
Yes.
That's exactly where we were, and they still said no.
They said go
They
to
said
that.
computer says no.
Computer says no.
Well, at least we're on the right place.
Yeah, we were in the right place. So maybe it's just one of these things. Like in New Zealand, they use something else, like
What, like abacus?
Well, definitely not on that shop anyway. Could be on another one, but not that one.
Good idea though. Thanks for sharing it, dude.
Yeah, for sure. How are we going, Richard? What are we trying to do?
I'm trying to get out this coagulated material.
Yeah. So, sure how we get on, but either way, we're cutting back to white, which is what we want. That's what this one I prepared earlier. Before we start putting in the carbon look, the proper look. Definitely going to look a million times better than that version. Well, I reckon anyway.
Arguably.
Arguably, it's slightly biased because
You're the one doing it?
yeah,
Yeah. That's okay. If you're the one doing it, I guess you should be, right?
Should be biased.
Yeah.
How's that one going? You're just clearing it out a bit.
Yep.
Nice. Coming out. LCG says, or a spare sheet from your resin printer. It's a good idea. It didn't come with a spare one.
Genius ideas.
Genius idea. I like it. You can see it in the background, and I like where you're going.
We're actually using that yesterday, weren't we?
We were running the resin printer yesterday for sure. It was making a part for us, which is good.
Well, at least it gives us some ideas of where we could go hunting for that, though. There's maybe next week's.
Yeah, everything shuts on the weekend. You'd think that'd be shops would be open on the weekend, but everything is shut.
Everybody goes on holiday.
Everybody goes on home. But anyway, it's one of those things. But it's gonna look cool, I think. What kind of colours? Can you change the colours on these nav lights to be other like a blue or something, or red? I don't. Never had playing with nav lights, so
What even happens with nav
well,
lights?
what happens? I don't know. We'll find out together, guys. We'll find out together. Oh, the nav lights are only pink.
Turn them off. Don't want them. Never want them.
Nothing wrong with pink. It's fine.
Just not
Not
just
on
not
this plane.
appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So do you want to like hit this one with a bit more white and then
Yeah, a little bit over there, and then I think you'll be ready for
just
black.
hit these ones and then go into the black?
Yeah, hit that little bit there. It's only those little strips.
Oh, you want to do the things as well?
Yeah, shouldn't take too long.
You don't want to run out of white.
Yeah, that's right. Try that.
Is that full? I mean, is that empty?
I don't know.
Looking feeling empty.
Try again.
What am I hooked? Let me get your foot on it.
Coming out. Better not clear it properly.
Oh no.
You better didn't clear it properly.
Who knows? And thanks very much for tuning into these streams. Maybe we should have to wash that one out again. Maybe we should just go straight to black. I'll leave that one for a bit. I was just thinking about like a bit of change in colour, a bit of environment. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, but either way, the project is coming along.
That's right.
does that do?
So it's got a bit jammed here, so I'm just fixing it. You wonder what I'm doing. Does block from time to time with these airbrushes. It's just the nature of the game. So I haven't disappeared. I'm just.
All right. Do you want to go into black now, or you want to keep going with white?
You can go into black if I can clear it.
If we can clear it.
If I can clear it. What about you and guys? Do you guys have used airbrushes in the past? What's your take on them? Do you like them? Hate them?
Do you use spray cans? How do you roll?
There's no wrong answers.
No.
We use all of them, so all got their merits.
There you go. It's a lot wider than it was before, I can tell you. Significantly wider. If you didn't want white, that would not be the place to be. That means.
Okay, I think I got it.
Oh, yes.
Maybe not that one.
Now the CG says I gave up airbrushing. It was too much cleaning. Yeah, fair enough. There you go. We're doing the cleaning, so you don't need to.
All good.
Hopefully.
You got the colours?
Yeah, what color do you want? Do you want to get
Black.
Do
You got
you
the
want
black?
to move this one out of the way and
Yeah, you can put that out of the way.
move this one out of the way for now to dry?
Yeah, just put it.
What do you reckon? Go for black?
Yeah, well. So if you don't use an airbrush there, notice you what do you use instead? Do you use like a little spray can type thing, or because you can get acrylic spray can, can you? Can you?
I think so.
I don't think I've ever used one.
I'm not sure on this one. And for the people out there who want to see what we're making, we are doing this design. Oh, where's that camera? Nope, back, this way. Straighter, this way. Up, down, how about that? Oh, nope, there. Well, it's so weird. There. This is what we're trying to show you. Yes, and that is the color we're going with. So, if I think I remember rightly, it's black across the wings, and then the pattern over the top. So why not? Oh, I was going to say no, you wouldn't be able to do it that way. And then carbon fiber on the tail, and then the logos. There you go. So hopefully we can get that now. Spray cans, sweet, nice.
Do they come in? Most of the ones around here, they're just enamel, just basic spray cans. Can you get ones that are like acrylic as well? I'm pretty sure you can, right? But they're kind of like more specialized, right?
Yeah, I think you can, Richard. But just not really seen in this part of the world.
It's a phenomenon.
It's a phenomenon. Yeah. Okay. Hit the go button and we'll see what happens. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Just a phenomenon.
It's a phenomenon. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows what's really going on. Is that better? Well, she's coming up the red, so that's good. Quite bright on what you're doing.
What's that say? And if you point it just there, I think it's alright at the moment. You just push that off. So, do you reckon you can hit that spray thing? A little thanks. Cheers.
Go push.
Hopefully you can kind of see what's going on in my hand. Just kind of keeping it in this box at the moment, just to try and keep it away from, it doesn't go everywhere, on everything. Which doesn't taste that nice either. Hit that with a bit of dry. Bit of drying action going down.
Amazing how quick it dries, eh?
You can do.
If it wants to.
And Captain and Xavier is enjoying the stream. Thanks so much for tuning in, brother. If you can hear me. I'm just saying thanks much again for tuning in.
And thanks for seeing through all the thumbs up.
For sure.
This is what we're tackling at the moment. This is hang on, there we go. This is the design that will be implemented on the wings, which is what Harry's working on the tail wing at the moment.
So yeah, we just
So yeah, it's not exactly finished, but it's a
lot
lot
more.
closer than that is.
it's a lot
yeah.
closer.
Thanks very much for joining us. So this is a float plane. Specifically, it's a Beaver design. Not our particular design. We've got many other aircraft designs, but this one we just wanted to modify what was available to us here in New Zealand. It's quite limited on what you can get. So this was one of the only options for our people.
One of the only options you can get in the whole of New Zealand.
Yeah.
It's a big country, but not that many options.
Yeah, that's why we build all our stuff or design it.
Is it a big country? I would say it's fairly big.
Big enough.
Big enough.
Close every day is what he said. Thanks, man. Captain says it looks so cool. Is it going to be powered? Absolutely. So yeah,
This particular design.
this particular one has got a 13-inch propeller. Yeah, sort of. At the moment, we've got the tape over the front of it, but yeah, it will have a.
There's a motor in it.
It's got a motor. It's RC plane. All the servos and stuff are going into it.
It's actually quite strange to have all the servos and motor already pre-installed. It's quite weird for us.
Yeah. So it's quite a novelty. And also normally we're like designing where the servos go. So it's kind of quite a novelty to sort of take a step back and see what somebody else has done and where they put them.
Then I guess what we can do is we can judge to see if they did it right.
So you can see the servos in the bottom there. There's one just in there, just there. So yeah, they look like 9-gram servos, something like that. Yeah. Hopefully that's gonna be fine.
And what does 9-gram servos mean, Richard, to the people out there?
It means it can pull around 9 grams maximum pull. It's not the weight of the actual servo. It's just doesn't work like that. And Captain Xavier says, is that like Xavier from X-Men? Be cool if it was. You
Could be his actual name, which is cool. Isn't it?
you should add lights to it, like the wingtips. Okay, so this particular aircraft design actually comes with flaps, and it has nav lights. So we have got the tape, and here and here, actually we've got a little LEDs for that particular thing. So yes, it does have nav lights, which is kind of
Spray away, Richard.
kind of cool. Yeah, another CGC already has, like, they thought of everything. Oh, yeah, nice.
They didn't think of the colour scheme.
But they didn't think of the colour. You know, the H&R generation would not like red.
Or white.
Or, yeah.
White's
White's okay. Yeah. And thanks for seeing through all the thumbs up. Awesome stuff.
That's starting to look a lot better, eh?
Yeah, a lot better now.
I'll rotate the other way.
Probably don't need it in there now. Do that.
The paint that I do.
Yeah.
Good mine off. How's that look?
I'm sorry about that. I was just drying that off. Captain Executive says, do you think you could make me an airplane or a free RC plane? At the moment, what we're doing is we're working on the designs that we currently have, and then once they're all ticked off and correct to the level that we want, we'll put them in a place where everybody can acquire them. That sounds fair, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
But first we've got to get the
all tested.
the designs all tested, so we don't want to just put up anything and then it's untested and then people are disappointed. So yeah, so once it's all tested on the channel, then yeah, we'll make it accessible so everybody can enjoy.
For sure.
So yeah, so stay tuned. Yeah, cool. Do you need to do another coat?
Just with my fingers on.
Oh, okay.
No, just yeah. So yes. The answer was yes. I guess some people in the past have just brought it out and it wasn't actually ready.
Still got a red there. I can see. Yeah. Do you need more black?
I
Or?
don't know. You seem to be blowing air at it. You hear me? No, it's empty this one.
Well, thanks for answering. You're more than welcome.
Yes, sure. Yes, yes, I guess some of the designs that that people put out, they're not necessarily finished. But yeah, we like to, if we're going to put anything out to the public, for sure, we want it 100% tested by us, and that it works.
Yeah. So what are some of the projects that we're working on at the moment? That might be one of those options. At the moment, we're working on 3 wingsuit designs: the Mark 1, Mark 2, and Mark 3. They're each different in their own way. You can check out all this on the series, obviously, on the channel. So what's the Mark 1? What's his sort of thing? His sort of approach for his design is quite a lightweight. It's got quite a it's got a 3 printed design. It has lightweight PLA used, but he is
integrated
with a outer material, ripstock material, and obviously he's got
so when
flight controls and services, and then obviously FPV camera for steering, and then he has a parachute for landing. But I think this is a mushroom parachute, isn't it? Traditional.
It was the Mark 1 version. The second one's a lot more advanced, and very, very much like one of those things where as close as you can get. So that's the most advanced one. And the third one
up on screen. Oh, might be a bit hard.
Might be a bit hard with my gloves on. And the third one is of course the like a foam version, a lightweight version, and that was being tested from mid-air delivery. That one,
and also for cliffs as well,
and from a cliff, and that was kind of like modeled on the Peter Salzman design with
Yes,
a
he's got
foil on his chest.
E4, yeah.
And then also we've got in the background, we've also got Coaxer Concept RC aircraft. That's been at the aerodrome. What else has been happening? The drone pack we're working on, which is a wearable flight system.
that's
that
full
was
scale.
Was that last week? Week before?
Before the Batman.
Before the
For
Batman?
oh yeah, and the Batman. The Batman's kind of like he's like a he's kind of really the wingsuit Mark
IV.
II, but like like a Batman edition really. But the flight controls are different, right? So rather than in the Mark II, the flight controls, he moves his arms like this.
The suit.
And then he can move his arms like that. In this one, he can move his arms backwards each side, right?
Yeah, but it's all on the main series for sure. And there's many other ones that I can think of, but that's kind of like a shorter version of the answer. Of some of the projects.
Yeah, hopefully that answers some of your questions. But yeah, it's all on the channel if you want to check it out. It's up to you. It almost just be black, that one. Hey? Almost could just be black.
Almost. There you go. So that's looking a lot better, guys. It's kind of more like what we
It's more what we envisioned. Vision. Yeah.
So the wings will be black, Richard. That's how, and then we're going to put our logo at the top.
What about this little bit here? Was it does it just need to dry there? Or what's that? This little bit here, it's kind of like a whitey thing going on. Does it just need a bit more black, or
Okay.
might be the undercoat?
Undercoat. Okay. I gotta give it a dash and then I'll put it over there. Yep. Okay. We'll do that. Turn that off.
What?
Turn that one off.
No. There you go, making some headway.
Okay. Oh yeah, so now we're making some proper headway now.
Yeah, you want to show it up to the camera so you guys can see.
That white dries.
All right, so it's more.
Oh, this camera. Here it is.
More us now. It's more where we want to be. Of course, that's not the finished result. That's just another step in the ladder that we're going to climb to get this one. And you're happy with it? It's all clean? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so another base one down.
And now we're working on the tail, guys.
We're just using the cardboard box behind us because it's a bit dusty and it was kind of going everywhere on the last screen. So it's good if we use the box or keep it so that the dust doesn't go everywhere. Still trying to get out of the box, aren't you?
Blow that away.
Big cloud away. Are these carbon fiber or just black? Carbon fiber.
Should look quite good when it's done.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know, would you? It was right on there.
Yeah.
Would not know.
Yeah, right up there in between that gap.
Probably. Good enough.
Nice.
I mean, you can just have like one red, one black. I mean, one white, one black on the tail. It's an option.
I don't think we'll be doing that.
No.
Yeah, so thanks everyone for joining in on the stream. And if you're just joining us, thanks very much. We're working on a float plane, which is this one here, and we're just doing some customizations because of course this is a brand new plane that we're working on. And Harry keeps some paint in the background there, just to make it more our style. There's nothing wrong with how it looked originally, but yeah, not our kind of way that we'd like to leave it. So that's hey, thanks very much for tuning in, dude. Glad you liked it, and if you want to, you're welcome to subscribe and share it with your friends. I'll see you in the next one, dude. Have a good one.
Cheers. Should look quite good when we get this part done.
Yeah. Looks way cooler. Thanks for all the likes, guys.
Cheers. Thanks so much for tuning in. If we get this black down, then maybe we can bring the eagle on. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, it's good. Empty, I think. Press down quick, isn't it? So, you move. Yep. So it's containment I'll put inside the box, then.
Yeah.
Even if the box doesn't have
Nothing's perfect.
an extracto fan on it. Talk about it.
Yep. Awesome.
I think it's done. What do you think?
Okay, sweet.
I'm gonna bring that up so you can see. That's the tail for now. Thanks so much for tuning into the stream so far. And yeah, we've got a base black now, which is one of the key steps on this design. The color scheme.
Of course, that's not the finished result.
No way. But still,
It's a good start.
no way, Jose.
Okay, so this is where we are. This is left wing? Yeah, left wing.
Left one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry, I need air pressure. Left one, what's this?
Why you just start already, man?
Still going for black. Sure.
Yeah. Is that? Nice and close. Just sprayed a little bit too much, too concentrated. Okay. It's okay.
Get somebody else in there as well.
Yeah.
And use that vent, would you? Vent it.
What?
Where's my vent? Vent some of that water out in the reservoir. Just do a light coat to begin with. Is this the top of the wing or the bottom of the wing you were here?
Pardon?
Bottom of the wing.
Yeah.
Right. We're putting down a base layer. These are the ones that we've done so far on the street. So we are making headway. The people that are just tuning in. You need more black, are you right?
All right, at this stage. Dry it off at the same time. Flip over. That's that one. That one. Your point. You good?
Yeah, I think so. But we're putting down the black.
So yeah, significantly different. Yeah. There it is. Obviously,
Significant.
it's significantly patchy at the moment as well. Won't look like that in the end. To blow the teardrop, dude.
I know CG says stealth beaver.
Definitely.
Definitely.
What's that about? Right at the same time.
We're making some headway with this beaver. Run out.
That's it.
Yep. Once it dries out of it, it will be a lot better. At the moment, it might look a bit pickledy as it were, but it will make a bit more sense when we get into the pattern design. Although this is the wing, so he's not going to have any. Right?
Not underneath.
Not underneath, no. And that way, theoretically, we should be able to tell which way's up. You can never really tell from a distance with airplanes. They always seem to be black or grey or
Grey's
camouflage.
pretty hard to see. Grey's really hard to see when it's in the sky.
You never really can tell with them. We always seem to go for like camouflage colours or things that look cool. But terrible for doing line of sight flying.
Yeah, absolute shocker.
Some of the people at the aerodrome that we fly with, they put like bright colours on them and those sorts of things. But that ain't us.
But we wouldn't be seen like that.
No, it's just not our vibe. So what we always do is always have like dark colours.
Hit that colour?
So what?
The looking much better now. It's definitely not stock.
No, definitely not stop. I guess once we get the paint down, then we can start assemble. But theoretically, it shouldn't actually take very long to make this plane.
Nah.
Should be a fairly easy build. Well, there's accelerated drying ability. There you go. You hold up what you got so far.
So obviously, this is before, and this is after. Look at that. So obviously the paint's still got to dry a little bit more for that side, but it is looking more like how we want it to look like, or at least one step closer.
One step closer.
You want to do that's it?
Oh, you do it.
Yep.
Once we get the black done, are you gonna on this one? Are we gonna
At the moment we haven't done that other
other one.
The other one, yeah.
That's true. I guess that would need to be white before you do it.
Yeah, look weird, I think.
But a lot of black's going down. A lot, as
You
in
hit that button?
a lot of white was going down this one.
Yeah. I guess a lot less black.
You'd think black would be enough to get rid of the red, but no.
No, senor.
What do you need?
Hey?
What do you need?
Oh, I didn't put my hands in there. If you're just joining the stream, thanks so much for joining in.
And what about you? Another CG, what are you working on at the moment? Have you got a particular project you're working on? Always good to know what other people are up to. It's
Yeah. Definitely.
getting darker outside, guys. Whoa. Yeah, keep going.
What?
I'm just looking at what you're doing. It's all good, keep going. Just to keep that black away from the electronics and stuff. I mean, I'm sure that, I'm not sure how much we get done on this stream, but we'll definitely make a dent in it for sure. Definitely be different to how it started. All good?
Mhm.
All right. There you go. Maybe I can bring the eagle in when you've done that. Right.
Alright.
And thanks so much for tuning in. If you want to see more, head over to our YouTube channel. All right. Well, maybe I'll bring the eagle in. I'll just take my gloves off.
Don't bump me. Okay, thanks.
Sorry.
Awesome.
Sit that one here for me. How are we getting on? Better. Yeah, there you go. I gotta grab the eagle and just show what's gonna happen with this guy. You get it through there, right? Oh, possibly, I don't know. Change the screen. Sure.
Right, so we're just gonna show you what where the eagle is at. This one off her?
Mm-hmm.
That one, can you turn it off?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to show you what the eagle looks like. So that might be the best screen so you guys can see. There you go, guys. That's what the eagle's looking like at the moment. So yeah, it's looking a lot healthier. Obviously all the tapes there just to help out with some of the gluing that we did this morning.
Mighty head with it. Just rotate it around so you can see from there. So you can see the parts that we have changed out. What are the official parts that we've changed out on it?
So yeah, so new feather fingers. This is new. That's original. That's original. That's new. That's glued together better. Original but glued. All the back, the aerons being repaired. Original new piece that had to be printed. The back part here is being glued. The original one's been glued back on.
There you go. So yeah, so all the parts need to be reconnected. I've been talking about the flaps, that is, and also the hinge. We haven't done the hinge. We've got to do that. You can see one flap's on and one flap's off.
Yeah, but it's not actually attached properly.
It's not actually attached properly, but that's kind of where it's at with the eagle.
The face didn't get damaged, so that was cool. Maybe I'll turn this light so you guys can see a bit easier. So the face is
all looking good still. So yeah, that's a little update on the eagle.
So yeah, he's looking a bit more healthier.
Yeah.
As we know, it didn't go quite the way we planned when we did the maiden flight, but
what actually happened? Do you think? Do you think it went sideways?
Sideways?
Like it kind of like when I threw it pretty flat.
Pretty well.
Maybe not super perfect, but
this part, I don't know if did we glue this down here? I think we might need to glue that bit there too.
I'm not sure.
So
I don't think
that bit. Yeah, so didn't quite go as planned, but it's a 3D printed plane, so there's no room for error.
There you go. But there's a little sit rep for you guys so you can see what the eagle has been up to. And I guess what we'll do is I'll put him back.
Yep.
Let him sit. He's still drying a bit.
Okay, cool. All right. So there you go.
As promised.
There we go. So we promised we'd show what's been happening with him, and what would you say? Now you've fulfilled that promise. I guess. Need these. Definitely need these gloves. Very a lot of colour going down on this one.
A lot of colour.
We're doing quite a lot of progress. So originally on the stream that these parts here were sort of like a creamy colour. Now they're pretty well black. Here's another one there too. Oh, yeah. There you go. Look at that. Oh, there you go. And there you go. I can go like that. Double screen. Look at that. It's like a. It's kind of weird inception, isn't it? Yep. And we're working on the left-hand wing, I think, at the moment. Adding some more black to it.
Maybe get that one done on the stream.
It would be quite good to get the black on the other one too. So
You reckon you'll be able to do that?
potentially. It would be good.
Would be nice to have it on.
It would be nice, yeah. Maybe like a personal achievement. So you don't go, oh my god, look at that. Oh my gosh. Have that butter.
Still come out?
Mhm.
A bit of moisture there coming through. Isn't it? Let's bring a little bit of water coming through on the nozzle. Just to make it easy to, for drying and those sorts of things.
More coverage for that, man.
But a lot of colour's been used on this one to make it the way we want it. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream, and yeah, the Stealth Beaver is another CG coin. It's coming together. Running low on black, or are you good?
I'm just trying to do it evenly.
Yeah, don't do any more on the top section for now.
Add a bit of heat to that stuff. Sure.
So, a lot of black is getting there. There you go. Add a bit of heat there. Speed up the drying process. Normally, if it was this when we were doing this in summer, it would probably dry almost instantaneously. Starting to look a little bit more like the real thing.
Cool. It's looking pretty good.
You're getting it.
Yep. Cool things. Definitely front front end for that one.
That's probably a big surface, though, isn't it? You're not totally unexpected. The stream's looking okay, I think. Perhaps it's still going good. Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully it's coming through. Have we done the other side of the road or not quite this level? I guess we'll have a look at this again.
I don't think it's to that level.
Not that level?
No.
No. We can show up to the camera anyway. That side that we did. Yeah, it's fine.
There you go, look at that.
A bit more like it. No, you have done it.
Let me just do this.
Just the end tip.
Maybe you can do it. You gotta hold it as well.
Okay.
Somebody from a hold. Go back to there.
This one?
Yeah.
Turn it around. If you can. If you can.
I can there. I'll hold that. You move it up the top. You try and blend it like I did. The one, just like we do normally. Just like we do normally. Just like what we do normally.
Done.
On, like that.
Good.
Is that there? Is that going to be in the picture?
No, you don't see that.
Because we are thinking it there goes, right? I guess if I move my hands over there, you can redo that a little bit there.
Why did you take some paint off?
Oh, yeah, my hands are there.
We can prop it up or something. Maybe one little spray of paint.
Yep. Nice. You should put it.
Ah, no, that is a chicken. Where can you put it without gear?
It's a good question. Very good question, actually. We should you just stand here like this and dry it like that.
Hang on.
There.
I'll just accelerate that spot. Which one was it? Nice.
We should put that. Yeah. You sort of technically put it like that, couldn't it?
On the end.
Hmm.
You pop it up against something like the wall.
Can you guide me do it?
Oh, there's a bit of cardboard there.
Maybe we can put it propped up here. So it might be
Yeah.
alright. Can you guide the top bit without touching it too much?
There you go. There you go. So that's in a much better position on the stream compared to where we started.
Much better.
Woohoo!
Do we have enough white to do this?
I don't know. Not sure.
Okay, so this is what the the next problem is. Nice.
It's looking good.
Is it a lot better? See if we can get that paint, the black paint out, and change it to the white if we've got any left. Yep. Oh, to do it with the gloves on.
Okay, you can do it. Huh?
Yep.
Right. You can take your gloves off, I think.
Cool. You think there's enough white to dull that one down?
You can't just get straight to mine.
I don't know. Last time we couldn't.
I assume we can't now.
Yeah.
If that's the case. Right.
Alright, so it's looking pretty good. So he's just doing some cleaning in the background there. Well, we
Get
can do
into
it to
it.
white. I'm not sure if we can do it with white, but if we have any white left.
I guess we could try. If we
Do we have any
can't,
grey left? As a question.
yeah, I need grey.
Hey?
Might need grey for something else.
No, grey for the carbon fibre. Sort of thing.
Grey for the camera.
Nice. I'll just check to see if everything's working correctly.
Just clearing this guy out.
Yep, seems like it's working, so it's good. Sweet. Nice. So yeah, it's coming together.
Quite a lot of colour having to put down to change this out.
Color blocking. Yep. Long term, I think it'll be worth it, right?
Hopefully.
I'm going to say it will be. How much white we added just with the paint?
I don't know.
Yeah. Something that's necessary, right? Do you need a like a handy towel, maybe?
What's that?
A handy towel.
Do I need one?
Yeah. Would isopropyl for alcohol? What would it?
Filling it out?
Yeah.
Maybe if you're doing a fancy job.
Maybe just a little bit of white on that little bit there, even. This side might be, you might be able to get away with it. You reckon? Maybe. Potentially. Hopefully. Potentially. Maybe while you're doing that, I could tape some of this up. If you just join the stream, you're more than welcome to join in on the chat.
Working on this float plane.
So where's that? We have actually been on a float plane in real life. It was good fun. It wasn't one like this. It was more like a, I think it was more like a converted Cessna type thing. It did the trick.
All right, see if that works. Find out, I guess.
Yeah.
Seems fine.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Okay. I'm gonna try and put some more white in. What do you reckon?
Yeah, sure. Just maybe just use that pearl stuff.
Try and put the pearl in.
Yeah.
See what it does.
Yep.
All right. See what it does. Who knows? See what happens. All right. Yep.
They're gonna be in here.
Well, I don't know. Try it out.
Well, you can try it.
Okay.
Just put this part here.
See what it does.
Yeah. We can add a mix.
See what happens. See if that does anything. See if that's the way to get.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, we want to swap seats.
Sure.
We'll just carry on taping in the background. thanks. No problem. I'm going to cut that white, cut it back to white. You're winning. Oh, I guess a little bit. Yes. We get that. Or just leave it without painting these here? This part? You think? It's good to leave them white, huh? Okay. Yeah, yeah, it's cool. I'll spray it with it. Yeah. That's probably good enough, what do you reckon? Yeah, that's all right. You can probably spray those bits right up there. Okay, that's white back. Red back. Good enough, is it? It is, sweet, yeah. Just do a bit up there. Leave that there. red bit on that. Working on the skids, the float plane buoy. While Harry's been doing that, I've been just taping up the bottom of the skid because that's where the masking, taping that up so it's not going to impact it anymore going to the surface. What do you reckon? Do the spray and then you think that will pull the string? Probably, yeah. Did you want to put the black down? Okay. Oh, not necessarily. No. We'll just put the white down on there. Did it have to keep going, do it? No, it wasn't the plan to just to make the headway on it, really. Yep. Whew. Okay, suppose I can borrow yours. Yeah, sure. Suppose I could do that, and then we might start winding up the string shortly. Just going to finish off this last little bit of taking out that white there, taking out that red to make it white, to make it black, and then make it carbon fiber, and then make it look cool. Then make it look cool. Because we can paint, do the tape on that next time. This one, yeah. Alright, starting to look more like the real deal now.
We're getting there. Are you gonna paint this completely black? These fellas, did you?
No, I don't know. Possibly.
I was thinking maybe just putting a bit of like blue over the top of this section. Blue stripe.
Yeah, but you're gonna probably have a black with white streaks, right? Right?
Okay.
You probably have a black with a carbon fiber with green stripes. Right? Not sure. Right? We don't have to abide by any. No. But just
Play it by ear.
play it by ear, I think. But what the norm is doesn't need to have any place here. What the normal
Paint scheme. I think Robert on the last stream showed what he had done with his one. He put like a big shark face on the side of his float paint skids, which is pretty cool. What do you reckon? Should we leave it there on the stream, guys?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just a little bit more. Can't reuse it, so maybe just pop it on the other side.
That's true. While Harry's doing that, I'm just masking off the other float, I guess, that goes underneath the plane. I've already masked off one. Just masking off the other one. In preparation for its new paint job. I think we'll be doing that part on the next live stream.
Yeah, we will be.
Guys, just hitting it with a bit of hair dryer and heat it up. Normally, in a hot sunny day, that would just dry instantly itself, but it's a bit cold at the moment, so yeah, I'll pop that over there. Take that out a bit. Yep, doing this. Yep, you can do that.
There you go. Okay.
Okay, so just finishing up here. Last little bit of taping. I thought it would be a good idea to get it done before we finish it up. What do you think?
If you want to, sure. Well, yeah, that's the airbrush that we've been using on the stream. It's Badger
300, I think.
100L G.
I was wrong.
Gravity fed. So the way it works is there's a little hopper on the top there, and you pour the paint into it, and then it feeds into here, and then with the air and the nozzle, it comes out and mixes the paint and it shoots out the front. That's the way it works. There's different types of airbrushes out there. There's ones that the tank
that's a
underneath.
dual
And-
action one, right?
Yeah, and yeah, there's different ones. Some even have two dispensers at the top. I've seen ones with two on them.
Why do they have two?
I don't know, two different colours.
What, through the same nozzle?
Don't know.
I guess we've never seen one up close. Never got to use it before.
No, I've never used them. No. Cool. Yeah, well, we did
Nearly
alright.
there.
So the things that we covered on this one, we got a lot more of the Beaver done. We got the tail rudder done. We have the fin on the rear, all looking black. So ready for the carbon fiber to go back onto it. We have one of the, both floats are looking white now. There's another one. And we have one of the wings white. And we have the other one just sitting off camera over here.
Maybe just leave that on to dry.
Oh, well, there's another one over there. We won't touch that one, but it is black. So we have black looking good. And there's some of the other ones. Here's the rudder. There's the tail. So they're looking black, so that's good. Ready for their carbon look. And that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's where we sit on this live stream.
And that one's all taped off now, so that's all good, all prepared for its next round. And what did you want me to do here?
Nothing. That's all good. Okay, I'll click back to the other
I'll
screen.
change, yeah.
Oh, that's fine. You can just here.
Oh, I know, I've got all the stuff set up. It should be fine.
But yes, we made some pretty good headway on the stream, and yeah, we appreciate you guys all tuning into them, past, present, and future. And it looks like Richard just moved the camera over there. Yeah, so I guess what we'll do is we'll do our sign out thing.
Yeah, just make sure it's all working. And
We'll do that. Okay, sweet.
is it all good? All working fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Okay, so thanks very much from us here at the H&R Drone Racing. This has been a pleasure to share with you today. So we did some more on the RC float plane, which of course is the Beaver. I think this is the part 3 in the series. So remember to go back and check out part 1 and part 2 where we kick things off. And of course, this is a continuation from the last episode.
Yes, on the last stream. So thanks so much for me.
And me will sign out.
And then next week will be this week's episode.
Yes, that's right. So it's the VTOL quad tilt rotor. So remember, go back and check out the entire series so you're well up to date before the release of this one. We'll leave a community post tab so you guys are well aware of when that release date will be.
Yes, and time for sure, because if you didn't know, you wouldn't be able to know when it was going to come out.
That's right. We thank all our sponsors. Thank you, most importantly of all, for tuning in. I'm Richard.
And I'm Harry. So we'll do our traditional sign out in
3, 2, 1, go! H&R Drone Racing, H&R Drone Racing, H&R Drone Racing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, have a great night, or see ya on the live stream or episodes.
Yeah, or daytime. You said great night for us. It's what's now? It's like 6 o'clock here. So yeah, it could be daytime.
Could well be.
So wherever you are in the world, we're thinking of you. I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard. See you then.
See you then. Thanks so much for tuning in.